Okay, thanks everybody. Wonderful trip today. Give the ladies an extra bucket of oats in their feed, okay? They're going to need their strength. Oh boy, that was a long trip, but it was sure a good one. Ah. Oh my. Love that hot cocoa. Oh, hi. Didn't expect you. Let me get these glasses off. My good friend Ben Franklin made those for me. Oh my, I just finished a nice long ride with the ladies, the reindeer, and they're all in fine form and ready to go for the big season coming up here. You know, on the trip, I was reminded of what a wonderful, wonderful work that I get to do in the world. I get to move through the world and touch lives with love, year after year, moment by moment. I can't imagine anything I'd rather do. And in the process, I've gathered so many wonderful stories. Some will make you cry from happy. Some will make you cry in empathy. They're all beautiful stories. I call it Santa's big bag of memories. And I'll tell you what, I just got in and I'm kind of hot and sweaty and dirty, and I'm going to go clean up a little bit, and with your permission, I'd like to come back and offer you a story or two. So I'll tell you what, I'll be right back, okay? Bye-bye. Oh my. Well, Santa may just tear up on this one. Several years ago, right after my first stint as a mall Santa, I discovered that I was deeply troubled by the occasional child and adult who seemed to be in extreme need of support and nurturing above and beyond the power of Santa's words or a loving hug to make a lasting difference. That season, the episode that stood out most to me was the drunken redneck father who obviously had been browbeaten into taking his 5-year-old daughter to see Santa. As much as I tried to stay in character and be jolly, it was all I could do not to climb down off my throne and cold-cock this man. When it came time to go beyond the little white picket fence that marked the boundaries of Santa's kingdom, he immediately began bellowing and guffawing. "Don't give her nothing, Santa. She's just a girl. She don't need nothing. She ain't nothing anyways. Give her a doll with a head ripped off." He went on and on while his daughter cringed and tried to hide from all the eyes that were on her. I controlled myself, barely, and the man escaped with his life, barely. I knew that Santa had to have a more lasting answer for children like this, and I began racking my brain for that solution. A few days later, while browsing the internet, I came across a photo that showed what looked to be a tiny bell in the shape of Santa. Several days of investigative work led me to the webpage of a manufacturer in China that made that bell. I immediately ordered 100 of them. Over the years now, I've given away quite a few, but never more than 3 in any given year. They were meant to be very special to the recipient, and I only give them in extreme cases. The last bell I gave away was in Clovis, California, a few years ago. A father was there with his poorly dressed, bespectacled, chubby son. I could tell at a glance that the 10-year-old boy's life was one of constantly being picked on and belittled. He was the butt of all jokes. At school he had no friends, and his depression and extreme emotional distress were palpable. A lifetime ago, I had been that boy. My life was so bad that the first time I thought seriously about it was when I was 14 years old. and there were other times over my youth. I had to do something to save this young man. As fate, or a higher power, would have it, there was no line, and I could take my time with him. His father didn't seem interested in coming into the enclosure, so it was just the young man and me. I spoke to him of loneliness, of ridicule, and of betrayal. Then I spoke to him of hope, of perseverance, and the importance of knowing that one is loved. I signaled to my elf that I had trained for just such an event, and she brought over Santa's very special stocking that held the bell. I gave it to the young man as I had given other bells in previous years, to those most deserving and most in need. I had it on a stretchy gold cord, which I had knotted loosely around his wrist. I told him to take the bell home and put it in a very special place, and that whenever he gets sad or scared, he should pick up the bell and shake it to hear the tinkling noise of Santa's laughter, and that he should always remember that all of his life, Santa will always love him. Thank you so much for being here to listen. Have a great holiday.